Price alignments are a natural skill in becoming a phenomenal real estate agent. And we know that ultimately owner expectations can be here and market expectations are here and buyers are kind of here, and you got to naturally kind of bring all of those things together. As a market moves through its downward cycle, there is no doubt that you're going to have sellers that are going to be higher than what the market will pay today. So how do you actually help a seller to justify to sell today? And how do you actually help a buyer to pay more than ultimately what they were thinking? And the most important thing is to make sure that during the course of you having a listing on the marketplace, being very clear about what has actually been listed and what has been sold in the course of the last 24 hours. So Hannah, I just wanted to let you know, number 12 James Street has just come to market. We're on the market at 900, they're on the market at 930, and for 930,000, you actually get the third car space. To be honest, I'd actually pay the 930 for that, which means that our asking price is looking a little high, and we would need to be closer to 880 if we were going to go and secure the buy today. Naturally, the other conversation is, Hannah, I just wanted to say this. We've just seen number 1 Smith Street. That's actually just been sold as well. That particular property actually sold for 928,000, and it stole the best buyer that we legitimately thought was going to be bidding on yours. So now that we've actually lost the best buyer, what's our plan on what we're going to do together to actually get you in a position that we actually get you sold? And that's ultimately what we've got to call creating creative tension. You know, in Pixar's 22 Rules of Storytelling, they actually tell you that at some point during the course of the movie, you've actually got to think that Woody or maybe Buzz Lightyear are not going to make it. You've got to feel that level of tension, and that's ultimately what that question does. One of the other things that you can do is you can put things into perspective. Let's say, for example, that they're thinking about selling their property at $1 million, and they've got a great offer on the table of like 900, and you're kind of like, you know what, they really need to be accepting that. What did they actually pay for the asset? Maybe they paid 700. So you can actually say to them, look guys, you're actually doing really well. You're making great money here, making a $200,000 capital gain on your principal place of residence. Now I know you want the extra 100, but you're actually making that 200 now. You should be really happy with that. And then refer them to other reports that are out there in the market, like the pain and gain report, which actually comes out. And that goes to show you the number of properties in any marketplace that are actually selling for less than what the owner actually paid for them. And this is where you got to get really clear. Not everyone makes money inside of residential real estate. And your job is to make sure that you can put it in the perspective that people can actually understand what you're communicating and then actually accept it and go to make that decision. And this is really about getting very, very clear about what's happening in your marketplace at any point in time so that naturally they can go to make better decisions. So what I want you to think about is that what's been listed, what's been sold, what do they pay for that particular property, and how can we actually help them to justify it selling at today's market price? If you do that and you're consistent with it, you won't have any problems inside of your campaigns. But it's about having that market knowledge and that expertise about saying, hey, we need to be here in order to be able to go and get you sold in the marketplace today.